child. I want us to use this hashtag inner child. This hashtag inner child. Sometimes the path to healing begins with healing and reparenting your inner child. We are programmable beings. Greetings, the universe. We are programmable beings. And most of our behaviors are traceable to and deeply rooted in the programming, childhood programming. The events and patterns of your childhood determines a lot about your adulthood. Thank you, Bridget. A lot, you know. Many of us, we may cover things up and act like, yeah, this is who I am. I don't care what anybody say. But if you are truly honest with yourself, you are doing these things from the place of unhealed childhood trauma. And one of the aspects of our human nature that sustains childhood wound and pain is the ego self, right? So if we're not able to deal with the ego self, we're not able to deal with the ego self. Sorry guys, it's Ibro that is making me laugh. No problem. If we're not able to deal with the ego self, what happens is we deny ourselves of the healing that is required for us to have the quality of life that we deserve and that we desire. There is a quality of life that you deserve and you desire. And you would only achieve that life when you are truly healed from your inside. When you are able to confront the demons in you. When you are able to integrate your shadow, the darkness in you, the dark part of you. I love what Carl Jung said. Matter of fact, one of the most profound quotes when it comes to shadow work and reparenting your inner child is, until you comprehend your darkness, you will never see the light. So when we have sessions like this, the goal is to come to a place of comprehending and integrating our shadow and our dark side. I want to ask you a question tonight. How many of you here had a very, very beautiful, harmonious, pleasant childhood? How many of us here? Type in the comment section. You had such a perfect, beautiful childhood. How many of us here? I want us to make this very interactive. If your childhood was full of pleasantness, of joy, of peace, of perfection, your parents loved you, your mother was there for you, your father was there for you, you can't say in particular that your childhood was not beautiful and glorious. Type in the comment section. Wow, Chibukin. That's awesome. That's awesome. How many of you can truly tell yourself, you are honest to yourself, that your childhood was rough. Type in the comment section. Because the first thing is to be able to identify the darkness. Yeah, for some people it was a mix. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Uchenna, greetings. For some people, their childhood was full of pain and trauma. Vaughn said it was a mix for her. For some people, their childhood was more or less, not more or less, it was abusive and dysfunctional. Tim said he can't relate to such childhood, but he's grateful. It was a mix for a lot of people. For some people, it was just toxic. For a lot of people, abusive. How many of you can remember some of the events and patterns of your childhood? Someone said, Olivia Green said, completely robbed of mine. Do you know a lot of you actually didn't have a childhood? You did not experience that childlikeness. You became an adult. You know, your childhood is connected to your divine center. And your divine center is your place of innocence. Someone said my social life was kind of compromised. Hugh Jackman said the lonely days. Someone said it was more of growing up at an early age with responsibilities of taking care of my siblings. So you see, someone said nobody loved me. Shalom said didn't grow up with a father. So we all have a story to tell. And for most people, the stories are not pleasant. And some of us still deny these things. We don't want to come to terms with how rough and dysfunctional our childhood was. Some of us don't want to come to terms with it. Someone said, didn't grow up with a father too. Since I became an adult after my dad died at the age of 6. Bibi said, mine was about servitude. Some people had a situation where either of their parents died or both of their parents died, and they were passed to people at an early age. On Joe said, being humble didn't work for me. Someone said, from a broken home, it's just unpleasant. So for some of you, you were actually, I love what Olivia Green said. She said she was denied of her childhood. Vaughn said, I didn't grow up with a mother. You can imagine. I didn't grow up with a mother. So the summary of these experiences is that you were denied of your childhood. So you were denied of the face of innocence. Universe said, my father wasn't there. And many have moved on to even think that this didn't matter. A lot of us haven't sat down for once to look back. Because come on, and I can't blame you for not being able to do that. Looking back simply means opening old wounds. But the path to healing is full of pain. And the absence of a father figure made my mom always angry all the time and past aggression. So you see, because the responsibility of raising a child is the job of two people, the father and the mother. So for some of us, we were raised by a mother who was encumbered with the responsibilities of both parents. So some mothers had to become the father and the mother. Some fathers had to become the father and the mother. Some of you had to become your own father and your own mother. So there was no tour guide to show you the world, to introduce the world to you and introduce you to the world. Because the sole responsibility of a parent is to be a tour guide that introduces their child to the world and the world to their child. So a parent is meant to give you a soft landing. So a lot of us did not have any soft landing. We were thrown here and we crash landed in this earth realm. We crash landed. You see the way airplanes land? It doesn't just land. It keeps informing them at the station. It keeps telling them 100, 90, 80, 70, 60. And when it gets to 10, 9. But many of us, we crash landed. That's what happened to us. No guidance, no direction, nobody to tell you what to do. A lot of ladies, I've met ladies who did not even have a mother to tell them how to be a woman and take care of their body, especially when they start going through menstruation. They did not have a mother to tell them that. Some ladies grew up in homes where they were treated like trash. So she didn't even know. A lady once told me that when the first time that she saw, blood, our first experience when it comes to menstrual period, her mother was looking at her and telling her, get out of this room, get out of this room. Imagine your mother telling you as a child, as a girl, your first experience that the mother is meant to introduce you to femininity. Your first physical initiation into womanhood and femininity. Your mother told you to get out of the house with your dirty self. Go and clean yourself. Go and clean yourself. Some people, their mother was absent, so they had to be passed to family members, to friends, to raise them. So all the ingredients and resources needed, all the structures that were meant to be put in place for a child to grow with sanity and structure, they were not there. And many of us, we have carried on that pain and that trauma into our adulthood. And we have swept these things under the carpet. And we think it doesn't matter. Many are they're not even paying attention to it. They have just moved on with their baggage. Yeah, they have moved on. But I tell you the truth, all of this trauma and baggage, they are the reasons why some of us are either divorced, unsuccessful business, unstable financial situation, you can't keep a relationship, you can't keep any business, you can't do nothing. All of these experiences of adulthood, this instability, this schizophrenic nature, they are deeply rooted in the denial of our childhood. It's the violation of your divine center when you were a child. That's why you are experiencing those things you are experiencing in your adulthood. How is the network? Someone said that my mother was absent. I grew up with someone I'm not even related to. So you can imagine how terrible people are. You can imagine how terrible people treat children when their parents are not there. It will shock you that even some of your family members, even some of your siblings that are smiling with you, be absent for 1 year and give them your children and see how they are going to treat your children. All their grievances towards you, all the things they didn't like about you, they will transfer those aggressions on your children. And that's the experience. That is what a lot of us went through. Some people, their father was their number one enemy. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth, guys. I'm not saying these things so you can start, disrespecting, denying, dismissing, dishonoring your parents or your ancestors. No. But it is important that if you want to heal any wound, you open it first, you wash it, you cleanse it, and cleaning a wound is painful. But that is the path to your healing. The trauma of childhood is the reason a lot of us cannot keep a relationship. It's why a lot of us cannot, you cannot build a stable income. You cannot build a business. You can't just do anything. This inconsistency is traceable to childhood trauma and wound. This ego that is wrapped up in confidence, this arrogance. If you are truly, truly humble and you are courageous enough to confront the demons in you and go on your shadow work, you will discover that there are a lot of aspects of your life that needs to be worked on. A lot of us, what you are doing is you are repeating the vicious cycle of incompetent and ignorant parenting. That's what you are repeating in your own life. I had a fallout with someone, and one of the reasons was that I was advising him on something he needed to do about his family. And I said, you cannot abandon your son because your wife left. And he was so full of his ego that he said his own father left his mother in the 70s with his siblings, even when he was not born. His father left his mother with his siblings. Did his siblings die? And I said, you are repeating a vicious cycle and pattern. You are actually repeating what your father did. Ego is the enemy. The misplacement of ego is the enemy. And what we see these days are unhealed people with social media platforms trying to heal other people. Thinking by imposing their ideologies on people, they can escape the things that they are meant to do in their own life. The healing they are meant to go through in their own life. They think by coming to come and speak English to people, then they can excuse themselves of the inner work that they are meant to do in their own life. It doesn't work that way. Your trauma is visible and is showing. That's why we have scattered dysfunctional homes. Because you have two ignorant, incompetent, traumatic, wounded, injured, egocentric people falling in love with themselves. Falling in love and wounding themselves. And raising children who are also dysfunctional, sick, menace to society, and those children, they sustain that cycle. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. You were born as a beautiful soul. Today is full moon. And this is universal year 9, year of endings, right? So today is not just an ordinary full moon ritual, right? This is a rehearsal for your rebirth. You are going to start reparenting your inner child by yourself. Rookie understands what I'm saying. Because you prepare for the Lion's Gate portal by returning to your power. You were stripped of your power when you were a child. Everything, your glory, your majesty, your honor, your kingdom, your universe, your whatever, is locked up in your divine center. And your divine center is your inner child. There is a disconnection between your adulthood and your childhood because you never even experienced childhood anyways. You were denied of it. You were violated. And it is a return to your power that helps you connect to that citadel and that center of your destiny and your glory. And that's what helps you to begin that process of becoming who you truly are. You will start becoming who you truly are when you start reparenting your inner child. Because it is impossible for anybody to sustain greatness if they are disconnected from their inner child, from their divine center. How many of us here, you feel the need to heal? You know that there are parts of you that needs healing and wholeness. You feel it strongly. There are parts of you that need healing and wholeness. See, no matter, you can be successful financially. You can have a great social status. But if there are aspects of you linked to your childhood that needs healing, it's only a matter of time. Matter of fact, it will keep, people will see it. Even you will see it. No matter the success, the wealth that you amass, you will feel this emptiness. You will feel this brokenness, this unease, this sadness. You're going to feel it. And there is nothing wrong. One of the things that you must understand is that you came here as a beautiful soul. A beautiful soul that went through all of those experiences. Well, this is a rehearsal for your rebirth. That's this period into the Lion's Gate portal is a rehearsal for your rebirth. Now I want us to carry out an exercise. And it's not just going to end tonight. Everything we're going to do here tonight, I want you to continue after the session. Go into your secret place and continue whatever exercise we're going to carry out here tonight. So you're going to, wherever you are, you're going to sit down. Whether you're on the floor, on the chair, on the bed, I want you to put your two hands on your laps. You have to tell yourself that my healing begins tonight.
Healing begins tonight.
That my healing begins tonight.
My healing begins tonight.
The low self-esteem, the inferiority complex, the inability to pursue your purpose and your dreams, the feeling stuck, the staying in abusive relationships, they are all as a result of inner child work that you are meant to carry out, that you are meant to do. There are people who just believe that they must stay in a dysfunctional, chaotic environment because that is the programming, right? That is the programming. So say to yourself that my healing begins tonight.
My healing begins tonight.
So sit down, chest out. And you're going to take 3 deep breaths. 3 deep breaths. That's what you are taking first. Now I'm going to give you, at the count of 3, you're going to take the first one, and then you go the second one, and then you do the third one. If you can control your breath, you can control your life. Because the air that comes out of your nostrils is not just air, it is your breath of life. That's how you connect with your soul. That's what connects with the silence within you, your divine center. If you can control your breath, that's why in numerology, your soul urge number are the vowels in your name, because that is your essence, your breath of life. And the soul wants what the soul wants, and the soul must get what the soul wants. So if you can control your breath, you can control your circumstances. Exactly, official praise. Because if you can control your breath, it means that you have decided to choose focus over fear. That's how to choose focus over fear. To control your breath and be in the moment. Be still simply means control your breath. Be still and know that I am God. Means be still and you will know what to do. And there is a way to breathe. You are meant to fill your tummy with air. You don't suck it in. When you fill it with air, it protrudes. Your tummy will protrude. That's how to breathe in. That's how to actually, do breath work. So at the count of 3, you are going to take 3 deep breaths. Are you ready? 3, and I'm going to count from 1 to 6, and then you hold the breath for 6 seconds, and then you release it at the count of 1 to 6. You take it in slowly. You hold it for 6 seconds, and then you release it for 6 seconds. At the count of 6. And we're going to do that 3 times. And then we'll move to the next thing. Are you ready? Now, 3, 2, 1. You're going to do that again. At the count of 3, you take in your breath, 6 seconds, you hold it, 6 seconds, you release it for 6 seconds. You are taking a flight into a place of nothingness. So you can become light, because you are light, human being, a being of light, a carrier of light. And then you land from that place. You ascend and then you descend. You ascend and then you descend. So at the count of 3 again, you take in the breath. 3, 2, 1. For the last time, we're going to do that again. Listen, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just make sure you are dedicated and committed to it. The goal is to monitor and control your breath. Not necessarily this negative control, no. You want to be able to understand your breath of life. So you can appreciate where you are, who you are, and connect more with your inner self. That's what you are doing with your inner child. That is the place of where healing begins. For the last time, at the count of 3, you take in your last breath for 6 seconds. You don't take it in, no. It goes for 6 seconds, you hold the breath, and then you land safely. 3, 2, 1. How do you feel? I want you to type in the comment section, how do you feel? And this is not just a practice that you must stop here. When you leave here tonight, do this frequently. Transcend beyond your thoughts. Transcend beyond your worries. Transcend into the place where it is only you, where there is nothing else but you. Transcend. That's what you're meant to do. Now, hold your heart and belly. Hold your heart and belly. Hold your heart and belly. And say this aloud. Say this aloud. I am safe to be here.
To be here.
One of the major challenges a lot of people have is insecurity. They don't feel safe because their childhood was full of chaos and dysfunctionalities. It was war. The experiences of their childhood into their teenage years, it was war. It was like a warfare. Imagine a child fighting the battles that his or her parents should have fought. So you were born into not just your own challenges and battles. You were born into the battles that your adult parents, their own battles they were meant to fight. So you become a burden carrier, an embodiment of your own life's challenges, which you would have been able to deal with, but because you had to, they transferred their own burdens and their own karma and their own battles to you. So to just stay there. Don't remove your hand from your heart and your chest, and your belly rather. Say it. I am safe.
I am safe
To be here.
to be here.
I am safe 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 to be here.
Say after me. I am ready to be seen by the universe.
I am ready to be seen by the universe.
I am safe to be here.
I am safe to be here.
And I am ready to be seen by the
I
universe.
am ready to be seen by the universe.
I am safe to be here.
I am safe to be here.
And I'm ready to be seen by the
And
universe.
I am ready to be seen by the universe.
Say, I am safe to be here.
I am safe to be here.
And I'm ready to be seen by the universe.
And I am ready to be seen by the universe.
There's no need to hurry. Say it again. Say, I am safe to be here.
I am safe to be here.
And I'm ready to be seen by the universe.
And I am ready to be seen by the universe.
I am in my safe space.
I am in my safe space.
I'm in my safe place.
I am in my safe place.
I'm in my divine center.
I am in my divine center.
I'm in my place of power.
I am in my place of power.
I'm in my place of glory.
I am in my place of glory.
I'm in my place of strength.
I am in my place of strength.
I'm in my place of majesty.
I am in my place of majesty.
I connect back to my inner child.
I connect back to my inner child.
Now, you're going to practice visualization. You're going to visualize moonlight washing over your body, more like an ancestral light. Moonlight washing over your body. Can you take 1 minute and just visualize moonlight? Moonlight washing over your body. If you are able to successfully visualize moonlight washing over your body, type in the comment section. But for the next 2 minutes, visualize moonlight washing over your body. Visualize it washing over your body, cleansing you, rejuvenating you. Visualize yourself aligning with the moon. Visualize yourself aligning with the Sirius star, washing over your body. Now say after me, I am not what happened to me.
I am not what happened to me.
I am what I choose to become.
I am what I choose to become.
If you have the privilege or comfort, you can type some of the words of the affirmation in the comment section. If you do, if you do. I am not what happened to me.
I am not what happened to me.
I am what I choose to become.
I am what I choose to become.
I refuse to sustain
I refuse to sustain
the vicious cycle
the vicious cycle
and the dysfunctional patterns
and the dysfunctional patterns
of my childhood.
of my childhood.
My inner child
My inner child
is now held,
is now held,
is now heard,
is now heard,
is now healed.
is now healed.
I no longer carry the shame
I no longer carry the shame
that was never mine.
that was never mine.
The shame was never mine,
The shame was never mine,
and I no longer carry it.
and I no longer carry it.
I no longer carry this shame
I no longer carry this shame
that was never mine.
that was never mine.
I give my inner child
I give my inner child
the love
the love
they always deserve.
they always deserve.
I give my inner child
I give my inner child
the attention
the attention
they always deserve.
they always deserve.
I give my inner child
I give my inner child
the care,
the care,
the affection
the affection
they always deserve.
they always deserve.
I reparent my inner child.
I reparent my inner child.
I give my inner child
I give my inner child
everything
everything
it was denied.
it was denied.
I give my inner child
I give my inner child
motherly love.
motherly love.
I give my inner child
I give my inner child
fatherly strength.
fatherly strength.
I am no longer
I am no longer
a representative
a representative
of the shame
of the shame
that was never mine.
that was never mine.
Now, if you have a pen and a paper, I want you to do something. This is a very important night because this is the full moon before the Lionsgate portal. I want you to get a paper. This is a very important night, and a pen. A paper and a pen. I'll give you like 2 minutes to do that. Get a paper and a pen. You're going to do something tonight that will completely transform your existence. This is going to be a historical night for you. Get a paper and a pen. Paper and a pen. And this particular exercise, you are going to carry it out after this session. But you're going to start now and then complete it after this session. Don't play with it. Listen, it's in the little things. The little things we ignore. Your freedom and your liberation is in the little things that you ignore. It's in the little things you ignore. Like you don't pay attention to. You are going to write a letter to your younger self. Because I want you to now imagine your younger self. Connect back to the memory of your younger self. Some of the things you are going to remember. You're going to remember the experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what you're going to do with this exercise is you are going to write a letter starting with dear little, then write your name. Dear little Femi. Because you are about to reparent your inner child. You are about to father and mother yourself again. Dear Femi, I forgive you for thinking it was your fault. That's all you're writing in the letter. Dear Femi, I forgive you for thinking it was your fault. You're going to add your name, not my name. Dear Ibro, I forgive you for thinking it was your fault. Dear Igali, I forgive you. Dear Little, make sure you add Little, put Little there. Dear Little Igali, I forgive you for thinking it was your fault. Dear Shola, dear Vidash, dear Ada, dear Vaughn, dear little Vaughn, dear little James, I forgive you for thinking it was your fault. And I want you to, for 1 minute, think about what you have written. Because after this session, you are going to burn that paper. Or right now, if you want to do it right now, you can safely tear it up. Tear up the letter. Tear it into tiny little pieces. Or if you want to do the burning, you can go burn it later. But now you can tear it. And repeat that affirmation. Dear little Femi, I forgive you for thinking it was your fault. Because the pain of your childhood is not your fault. You were an innocent child. The violation is not your fault. It's not your fault. Dear little Femi, I forgive you for thinking it was your fault. Can someone help us write it down in the comment section? Dear little Femi, I forgive you. Not my name, just write, Dear little XYZ, I forgive you for thinking it was your fault. And then you tear that paper into tiny little pieces. And then imagine the little you smiling. Imagine yourself reparenting the little you. Dear little Shina, dear little Uzoamaka, you don't have to burn it, you can just discard it. Discard it. Dear little Rookie, dear little Idolo, I forgive you for thinking it was your fault, because it is not your fault. It is not your fault. Now the next exercise is, now open your hand and say after me. I honor my lineage. I honor my lineage. I honor my lineage. But I don't inherit their pain. If you can help type in the comment section, if you have that much, comfort, and you can type in the comment section, help us do it so that others can read it. I honor my lineage, but I do not inherit their pain. I need someone here, please. I honor my lineage, but I do not inherit their pain. I honor my lineage. I honor my father, my mother, my grandfather, my grandmother, but I do not inherit their pain. I do not inherit their pain. I do not inherit their karma. I do not inherit their battle. The struggles that they refuse to confront, I refuse to inherit it, because I have my own struggle, but I know how to confront my own struggle. I do not inherit their pain, their karma, their trauma, their injury, their wounds. I honor them. I respect them for being the channel through which I came here, but I do not inherit their pain or their battle. I do not inherit their sickness. I do not. I honor my lineage, but I do not inherit their dysfunctionalities. Say it again. I honor my lineage, but I do not inherit their pain. Now say this boldly. And when you're about to say this, you are going to clap once, because your fingerprints connects you. It's part of the channels that connect you to your ancestry. Your fingerprints. So you are going to clap once. The patterns stop with me. You're going to say that. The patterns stop with me. The patterns stop with me. Say that. The patterns stop with me. And then say, the power begins with me. The glory begins with me. The honor begins with me. The integrity begins with me. The wealth begins with me. The sound mind begins with me. The sound health begins with me. You know, this week there's a young lady who has been hurting herself. You know, she just takes a knife and just starts cutting herself. And schizophrenic, you know, several other mental issues. Her father also went through the same thing when he was the same age as this young lady is right now. I am sorry for people who disregard ancestral patterns, ancestral karma, ancestral algorithm. Some of the struggles that you are going through right now is because your parents did not deal with it at their own time. So they passed it on to you. And you must say to yourself, the patterns stop with me. So that you don't, the day you are weak, you are not looking at your children and you are living in regrets. I told you the story of my father. Although I believe that it was because he took the COVID vaccine, but my father would still have survived it. But for 4 or 5 years, he struggled. A man that had never visited the hospital in his life fell sick as usual for like a day, but because he took the COVID vaccine, it weighed him down, weakened him. Guess what? It wasn't the COVID vaccine. It wasn't the sickness. It was regret, emotional disturbance. He got to a point in his life and figured that, how could I be this talented and gifted? And I allowed the world to use me and dump me. I wasted my essence and my energy on others. Built empires. People built empires on my wisdom, and he looked around and couldn't find any empire he built for himself. And guess what? If someone like me, if I don't do the work, I will repeat that cycle that my father has passed to me. But the patterns stop with me. The patterns stop with me. The power begins with me. The power, say after me, the patterns stop with me. The power begins with me.
The power begins with me.
I am the healed ancestor.
I
am the healed ancestor. There are a lot of karmas you did not create. A lot of the challenges you're going through, you didn't create them. It's not your fault. You inherited them. Some of the habits that you have right now, you actually inherited those habits. So the first thing you must do, the first channel and path to healing, is to stop beating yourself. To forgive yourself because it is not your fault. And then you can identify those patterns and say, no, I am not going to sustain this vicious cycle of dysfunctionality, of alcohol, of sexual recklessness, of poverty, of mental disease. I'm not going to sustain it. The patterns stop with me. Exactly, Vidash. The honor begins with me. The sound health begins with me. I will not transfer my own struggles to my children. My children will go through their own struggles, because in life you must go through some kind of pain and challenges. So whatever pain my children go through, it will be their pain. It won't be their pain in addition to my own pain I did not alchemize to power, because the patterns stop with me. The patterns stop with me. Patterns stop with me. It's such a privilege for us to be here tonight, honestly, because a lot of people are ignoring the things they are meant to pay attention to. The fortune begins with me. I release the karma I did not create. I release it. I release it. I release it. Now you're going to do something very, very significant. You're going to call the name of your maternal and paternal lines. Are you ready for this part? You're going to call the name of your maternal and paternal lines. The interesting, some people don't even know the surname of their mother's side. Do you know that? Some people don't know the surname of their mother's side, their maternal side. They don't know. But it's okay, whichever one you know. But you're going to call and you will name your maternal and your paternal lines. Are you ready, or do you need like 1 minute to quickly remember the names? You're going to say this. You will call the names of your maternal and paternal lines. So. To those who came before me. Say after me. To those who came before me.
Those who came before me.
I love you.
I love you.
I forgive you.
I forgive you.
I set you free.
I set you free.
And I free myself.
And I free myself.
To those who came before me.
To those who came before me.
I love you.
I love you.
I forgive you.
I forgive you.
I set you free.
I set you free.
And I free myself.
And I free myself.
Now you're going to shake your body. You're going to clap. And you're going to stomp. Can you stomp?
Yes.
Yeah, stomp. 3 times. Thank you. You see, these are symbolic acts that represent intention. So you have to do it. So it's not about, I don't think I should do that. You must become a child to connect back to your inner child. It's not about big English. Now say it again. To those who came before me.
To those who came before me.
I love you.
I love you.
I forgive you.
I forgive you.
I set you free.
I set you free.
And I free myself.
And I free myself.
Now shake your body. Now clap. Now stomp 3 times. You are breaking energetic residue. All those karmic traits in you, you are releasing them. The burdens that are not yours, you are releasing them. You are letting go of them. You didn't come to this world with those things. Your parents passed them to you because they refused to deal with it. They are not yours. They are not yours. And it must stop with you so you don't pass it to your own children. Now say this. I let go of needing to be understood
I let go of needing to be understood
by those who are committed to misunderstanding me.
by those who are committed to misunderstanding.
I let go of needing to be understood
I let go of needing to be understood
by those committed to misunderstanding
by
me.
those committed to misunderstanding.
I can feel deeply
I can feel deeply
and still be in control.
and still be in control.
I can be vulnerable
I can be vulnerable
and still be in control.
and still be in control.
I choose
I
peace
choose peace
over performance.
over performance.
I choose frequency
I choose frequency
over force.
over force.
I choose essence
I choose essence
over effort.
over efforts.
What no longer serves me
What no longer serves me
leaves me now.
leaves me now.
Shake your body again. Clap. Stomp 3 times. Today is the beginning of, for a lot of people, today is the beginning of total freedom for you. Today is the beginning. Because this is like I said, this is the full moon before the lions get caught up. So you don't joke with seasons like this. This is your Kairos moment. This is your Kairos moment. And some of you are going to have some lucid dreams tonight and tomorrow morning. You're going to see your inner child, your child, a picture of yourself when you were a child, running. Some of you are going to see a picture of your child, of your inner child crying. But because you have chosen to reparent that child, to reparent the little you, you're no longer going to hide and cover up your wounds and carry the burdens and liability of others. You have set yourself free. You are no longer there. You are not the one that said your parents should not deal with their own struggles. So you are not responsible for their struggles. They are meant to have dealt with those struggles so they could give you a soft landing. And since they didn't, you can't be part of that. You honor them, you respect them. You honor them, you respect them, but you're not part of their struggles. This SB Browse, please can you help me mute these people? Limited time microblading sale. I am free. Mrs. Juliet, you are free. You are free from chains and shackles that are connected to parental patterns. You are free. Now place your hand on your heart and whisper to yourself. There is something you have to let go of. There is something you are letting go in your life. What is that thing you are letting go? Whisper to yourself. Put your hand on your heart and whisper to yourself what you are letting go. Whisper to yourself. Whisper to yourself what you are letting go. If you are letting go of fear, whisper to yourself. You breathe in. You whisper fear, and then you breathe in. And then you exhale. You blow it out 3 times. If you are letting go of insecurity, whisper it to yourself. And then blow it out. And do that 3 times. And then say this after me. I am not my past.
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 I am my power.
I am my power.
I am not my past.
I am not my past.
I am my power.
I am my power.
Official prayer said, I let go of fear. I let go of shame. I let go of guilt. For some of us, the major problem, the reason you are not rising to the apex of your glory is guilt. You put yourself on a guilt trip for nothing. You are hiding in the corners because of guilt. You have put yourself to a corner of silence because of shame. You are ashamed. For atrocities you are not responsible for. Now say after me. Now you have this one, you have to move around. Wherever you are, you can stand up and move around. Let the energy be in motion. Let your body be in motion. Move around. Move around and then say, my body is a temple.
My body is a temple.
My energy is sacred.
My energy is sacred.
Every cell of my body
Every cell of my body
is aligned with divine flow.
is aligned with divine.
I move like someone who is already free.
I move like someone who is.
I move like someone who is already free.
I move like someone who is already.
Every cell of my being
Every cell of my being
is aligned
is aligned
with divine flow.
with divine flow.
I move
I move
in the direction
in the direction
of my destiny.
of my destiny.
And now you can sit down. Now, one of the things I want you to practice before you sleep tonight is called intuitive dance, intuitive body movement. How many of you here know about intuitive body movement? Intuitive yoga. With your eyes closed, you can play some sacred drumming music, like some of these South African music for meditation. A lot of them are on YouTube. And you're going to close your eyes and move your body and dance. Let the energy flow. No trauma should be locked up in any part of your body. The trauma in your liver, in your kidney, the trauma in your throat, blocking your energy center, the trauma in your sacral chakra, in your kundalini, blocking the energy center, making you act otherwise. Now, your arms wide, your arms wide, your arms wide, and your chin lifted. Your arms wide and your chin lifted. It's your stillness in power pose. Because you are the frequency of God. Now say after me, I am the frequency of God. I am the frequency of liberation. I am the frequency of wealth. I am the frequency of the divine. I am the frequency of health. I am the frequency of glory. I am the frequency of integrity. I am the frequency of divinity. I am the frequency of security. I am the frequency of stability. I am the Lion's Gate portal. Now say, I deserve overflow in all areas of my life. Now I want to give you 1 minute to think about the areas of your life that you are not impressed with. The aspects of your life you are not proud of. 1 minute, just think about them, because you are about to release them and access channels of abundance, of energy flow. 1 minute, think about them. Think about it. Is it the area of your finance or your health, your social life, your relationship, your business? I want you to think about it. Think about it. Think about it. That area of your life that has become a burden to you, that whenever you remember it, it gives you a cause for worry. It gives you a cause for worry. Because you are letting go of that area of your life tonight. You are letting go of it. You are letting go. Now, arms wide and chin lifted again. And you say after me, I deserve overflow in all areas of my life. I receive love. I receive wealth. I receive wellness. I am in divine partnership with the universe. I am in partnership with the seen and the unseen forces of nature. The planets are in my favor. The moon, the stars, the sun, the elements, they are all in my favor. I am not alone. Money is a servant to my purpose. Money is not my master. Money is a servant to my purpose. Arms wide and chin lifted. I am a magnet match to my highest timeline. I am a magnet match to the best version of myself. Now you're going to get a pen and paper again. And you're going to write this. The reason this night is like this is because this is... by next week we enter the Lionsgate portal. And if you remember last year, this was the same way the energy started flowing. And those who were dedicated to that flow of energy, they can share with you the transformations that they have experienced in their lives in the last 12 months. So what you are meant to do is plug in. You are meant to tap in and plug in. Get a pen and a paper. Write 3 desires. Write 4 desires representing your 4 square of desire. Your 4 quadrants of desire. If you're an Igbo person here, you know that the Igbo word for chair is oche, right? But the NCBD symbol for chair is a chair. That's the NCBD. The NCBD symbol for a chair is the 4 quadrants. It's the 4 quadrants, which is your 4 square of desire, because the reason you can sit on a chair and have confidence is because it has 4 legs. So when you put your desire in the 4 quadrants, that's the heavenly design. Your desire must come to pass. So write 4 desires. 1 spiritual, 1 for your health, 1 for your financial life, and 1 for your relationship. Write 1 desire. What is your primary desire when it comes to your spiritual life? What is your number 1 desire for your body and your health? Your number 1 desire for your money life, and your number 1 desire for your relationship and family. Write them down. And then say after me, these are not requests.
These are not requests.
These are commands.
These are commands.
Sealed
By
my frequency.
my frequency.
I seal it.
I seal it.
Ashe.
Ashe.
I seal it.
I seal it.
Ashe.
Ashe.
I seal it.
I seal it.
Ashe.
Ashe.
So it is.
So it is.
So it is.
So it is.
And what you've just done here tonight is very powerful, right? But imagine this amplified by the codes of the Sirius star. the Lionsgate portal frequency. Imagine doing all of this at an advanced level during the Lionsgate portal in alignment with your numerology and advanced esoteric rituals. That is what the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass is about. The Lionsgate begins from July 26 to August 12. The energy has kicked in already from the beginning of July into the end of September. But officially, the Lionsgate Portal is from July 26th to August 12th, and the peak is on August 8th. It's not just a date. So the masterclass is from July 17th to July 20th to prepare you. And that's why I'm inviting you to walk through this with me, fully prepared. Because this is how to sign and seal the next 12 months. You can sign and seal your August 2025 to July 2026 in this season with the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass. And you know exactly what to do. You are connected back to your soul. Because you are working with the dominant energy of the season. You are working with nature, with the unseen and seen forces of nature. You don't see time as mechanical, you see it as spiritual. And that's what the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass is about. That's why I encourage you, if you have not registered for it, click the link in the bio and register for the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass, because what you have experienced here tonight is just a scratch. It's a scratch of what I'm going to teach during this 4-day Mystic Premium Masterclass. And the aim is to prepare you for the Lionsgate Portal. So you can be like the sons of Issachar who had understanding of times and seasons. If your energy is unguarded this season, your destiny is negotiable. If your energy is unguarded, your destiny is negotiable. If your energy is unguarded, your destiny is negotiable. Because guess what? You are whether you like it or not, right? You are going to generate frequency this season. Oluwafemi Dayo, brother, I know you are a part of the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass. I'm going to teach all that during the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass. If your energy is unguarded, your destiny is negotiable. When the Lionsgate Portal kicks in, which has already kicked in, whether you like it or not, you will generate frequencies. Because the Sirius star, which is bigger than the sun that you are seeing, the Sirius star, which is larger than the mass of the sun, is the server that supplies the reflector that you call sun. And that same Sirius star, SIRUS, is transmitting high frequency to the earth and is going to have an impact on every human being. So whether you like it or not, you are going to generate frequencies. Whether you like it or not, your spirit will be stirred. You will feel the fire. But in what direction? Who is going to use that frequency? If you are not positioned, you don't have knowledge and understanding, you are going to generate the frequencies for other people to use. And that's why there are many sacred gatherings this period. Concerts. So you see, you think you are just attending a concert. Most of the concerts right now are rituals. And you go there dancing and sweating with other peasants. And then your sweat, you have generated beautiful frequencies that you would have used from your essence. Frequencies you would have invested and channeled into your own life. Someone else is using it to advance their own course. That's why you need the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass. Because you are going to be armed with knowledge, with information, with revelation, with Rhema. So you know exactly what to do. So even if you go to a gathering, you will generate your frequency and you would channel it into your life and yourself. Because when you are excited, you forget about your troubles and your worries. It's as though you don't have any challenge again in your life. That is the best time to alchemize the frequency for your own good. but you don't generate it for other people. Say after me, I'm not late. I am right on time. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I am at the right place at the right time. I work within my personal portal. I function with the software of my soul. Now, I made a video today. I'll close with this. I made a video today. Earlier this month, I was just having this pain around my navel and the lower part of that part of my body. And I was not paying attention to it. But it got to the point where I was like, let me even pay attention to this. And I checked my July blueprint. Every month, I design my monthly blueprint. Those who are on my private coaching, they know every month, they know what to do based on their numerology. When it comes to their health, their spiritual life, their career, business, their relationship, they know what to do based on their numerology. You are your numbers and your numbers are you. Right? So I checked my blueprint again and discovered that when it comes to my health in the month of July, I am meant to focus on my solar plexus and my sacral chakra energy centers. And those are the same part of my body where I was feeling some kind of mild pain. And when I discovered that, wow, so going to the gym in July, I am meant to focus less on lifting and working on my upper body and focus more on my lower body. So waist exercises, waist programs, squatting. I started squatting more. I started massaging this part of my body more. Exercises that will help transform and empower my sacral chakra and my solar plexus area. That's what I'm doing this month. How in the world would you know that? Just by knowing your numbers. Your numerology tells you that. And because I was not following the numbers, I was not in alignment with the numbers, I was only focusing on my money part, I ignored the health. My numbers took me back. No, this month, based on your numbers, focus on this part of your body. So I'm not waiting for any spirit to come and tell me what to do. I know what to do. That is consciousness, because if you know your numbers, numbers don't lie. You know what to do. One of the things I'm going to be doing for those who subscribe to the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass is I am going to give you, based on your numbers, it's not prophecy. I'm not concocting anything for you. It is based on your own numbers, the frequency of your numbers, a blueprint for your August to December 2025. So you know exactly what to do, the things to focus on. You know, most of the rituals that people give, although they work, but they are general to everybody. But there is something that is tailor-made to you when it comes to your numbers. And that's one of the major aspects of this masterclass. And I'm going to be giving every subscriber personalized numerology blueprints for their August to December 2025. So you know the areas to focus on in your money life, in your health, in your spiritual life, and your relationship, amongst other things. So it's been a great night. I want to thank you so much for joining this session. For those who want to subscribe to the masterclass, you can click the link in the bio or send a message to the WhatsApp number. Also, underground, silently, we are planning International Conscious Conference that starts in August. The Lionsgate Masterclass starts on the 17th and ends on the 20th. So please note that. And then from the 8th of August to the 12th of August, we have International Conscious Conference in the city of Abuja. And silently, we are gaining momentum. 25 plus speakers. 25 plus speakers. 5 days. One vision. It's going to be epic. from governance and leadership to spirituality to entrepreneurship and economy to raising the African child to gender dynamics when it comes to Africa. 25 plus speakers are going to speak. We're going to have training sessions. We're going to have Andrew Mohammed, who is currently in Gambia. Is into Egyptology, ancient history. You know, that's someone that you should actually listen to. We're going to have Israel. Israel is in the UK, is an astrologer. He's going to be training us several trainings. We're going to have a session about African spirituality. So we have a Dibia. I was looking forward to having him. I don't know if you know, Nze Tobe Odigwe is an ordained chief and a Dibia, and he's going to come and speak to us about the Igbo cosmology. I can't wait for that. Igbo cosmology. Nze Tobe, Dibia Nze Tobe. That's one of the Dibias I respect so much. He's not one of those people that everything, let me take you to the river and wash your head. No, Nze Tobe is not like that. He's a man of dignity and principles, and is a Dibia, and is in the East. He is speaking. Yes, Nze Tobe is going to be speaking at the International Conscious Conference. And we also have our brother from the Afro Film, who is also going to be speaking on Yoruba cosmology. We have Ajay Mikpos, who's going to teach us about Yoruba cosmology. We're looking forward to having someone from the northern part of Nigeria to speak to us on the cosmology of any part of the northern part of Nigeria. You don't want to prepare for it, prepare. We have people who are flying in from outside Nigeria, from the UK, from the US, from France. People already booked their flight. So if you are in Nigeria, why don't you come? But peradventure you can't make it, we're going to be streaming live. We're going to have a professional video streaming for this event. You don't want to miss it. And if you are a member of the community, this is an opportunity for you to partner with us. We have a package for brands, brand visibility and all that. And during the course of the week, I'm going to be able to share that with you. So your own way of contributing would be to also give you some brand visibility on the magazine we are printing for the ICC 2025. The website will be launched next week. It's going to be the bomb. But the preparation starts with this Lionsgate Masterclass from the 17th to the 20th. So I would encourage you to subscribe to this masterclass, and I'm looking forward to hosting you on all these events. Thank you so much for joining the session tonight. What did you tap into tonight? In one word, type in the comment section. What are you taking home tonight? What's your take home?